Hello, it's Friday afternoon and I've just edited today's vlog, so I thought I'd film a little introduction for it, but I'm feeling very sleepy. That is the problem when you're sitting in a snuggly chair with a snuggly pup. Little update on her eye. Let me see. That one. Can't remember actually if I mentioned that I was taking her to the vets on my Patreon video last week or my YouTube video last week. If this is the first time you've heard of this, I was worried about Margot's eye because it looked a bit weird suddenly. So I got her a vet's appointment that day. And what's happened is she's got cataracts in both eyes. Her right eye, she's got some sort of atrophy. I want to say uvea atrophy, but I think I've got the word wrong. Are you panting? You're too hot, snuggled in, aren't you? But the other eye, she's got a really severe cataract. But what is making her eye look really weird is that she's got low pressure in there. So sort of the opposite of glaucoma. So it's kind of, I'm laughing because I'm nervous. It's kind of like lost volume. So it's a bit squidgy. So therefore it's kind of, it bulges, because it's not got the turgidity, one of my favourite words, to stay in place. But apparently, she's had a lot of tests this week. We've spent quite a lot of time at various veterinary, veterinary establishments. And she's completely blind in that eye, but there's no pain, no infection, nothing to worry about. Just got to keep an eye on it and go in if we're worried about anything. But there's really nothing to be done. They could remove the eye, but that's not a necessity. So that's Margot. Why was I telling you that? Oh yeah, I was saying that I was doing a little intro for this video and I was feeling sleepy because I'd got snuggly with the pogs. She is so adorable. I have been in the garden a lot this week doing maintenance chores. It's not my favourite kind of gardening, but what gardening is my favourite. But it's felt good. It's also been feeling like autumn is in the air. I can smell it on the breeze. You can see it in the flowers where the seed heads are beginning to grow or develop. And I've been chopping back the perennials, ready for their second leafing up and hopefully flowering. But it feels like the season is running short now. I'm just chopping up these dried up bits of geranium because apparently that's better for composting, and my composting skills are dreadful. It's really lovely having somewhere sheltered and shady to sit when we've had such a warm summer. So I end up sweeping up outside quite a lot. But each time I sweep up a leaf, I think this will be good for my compost, so there's no real complaints there. I don't know why, but there's something about deadheading flowers that feels somewhat sacrilegious or rebellious, even though I know certain plants, the more you deadhead, the more blooms you get. And happily, it's a job that I actually really enjoy in the garden. And of course, when you're deadheading, you might as well pick yourself a bunch of flowers at the same time. I'm not great at flower arranging. I never really paid attention to the rules of it. I know that you're supposed to do things in odd numbers, but I find for me, I just enjoy plonking things in a vessel and wiggling them around until I think they look happy. And of course, it always helps if you've got a gorgeous pot like this one that my friend Jo made for me. I'll leave her linked below. She's a wonderful potter. Oh, just as I started wanting to speak, some of my hair went in my eyes. I think this is the first time this video that I have spoken. I'm in my greenhouse. I've just chopped off lots of the leaves from my tomato plants and harvested the tomatoes. I'll slip a little picture in here because they are not looking very impressive at present, so I won't bother showing you. I was going to go to the garden centre because I need compost and a few bits like that, but the days ran away with me, mostly because I fell asleep this afternoon. It was lovely. It was glorious. So the garden centre will be closing within 15 minutes when I get there. So I thought I'd do some other bits in the garden, one of which is not really a gardening job, more of a dealing with my house plant sort of job. So I've got this orchid that my friend Wendy, who I've spoken about a fair few times on here, gave me years ago for my birthday, and as orchids do, just keeps going, but it's become really pot bound, and quite a lot of its roots, I think, are, look how pot bound it is, quite a lot of its roots I think are dead. So I'm going to try and pull this out. We're going to have some collateral damage here, and cut off the dead. I can't get it out. I might have to cut the pot. I don't want to do that. I need to reuse the pot. Oh, there we go. Yeah. And give it a bit more space, see what I can do with it. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I ought to have looked up a tutorial. Just going to try and tease bits apart. Oh, it's hard to tell what's alive and what's dead. I mean, that bit there looks dead, but that bit looks alive. Okay, the dead bits are the bits that feel empty. Oh, I wish I hadn't started this now, honestly. Practically hollow inside, so it must have had enough space then. I don't think this is going to have been a very fruitful exercise, because all I'm going to do now is fill that back up in there. Oh, I don't know what I'm bloody doing, do I? I can't see any bits to cut off. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to cut that leaf off because he looks manky. And just put it back in the pot and maybe go and watch a tutorial. I've cut a few bits off. Might have to stop filming in a minute. The neighbour's hedge trimming. He's been at it all day. It's been a long job. Right, abort. Managed to get the majority of the soil back in there. It's like making a reverse sandcastle. Oh, what an absolute shocker. Maybe it needs a bigger pot, but I don't have a bigger pot. I'll have to look in the garden centre for a bigger see-through pot, because they like see-through pots, don't they? I'm softening up. I'm trying to soften up the edge of this path, and it's not going too badly with the erigeron that I've put in there, but it needs a bit more. I think I'm going to focus on filling out this end. So I've got these ones that I've grown from seed. I've just pricked them out, and I'm going to dig them in and hope that they take off. This is my granddad Bill. It's beginning to fall to bits, so I only use it for certain jobs. I mean, there's seeds absolutely everywhere from where it's self-seeding, so I don't think it would take long for this to just naturally bush out, but I think I just like to give it a little helping hand. Just got to pick out, there's a membrane under here, you see, and then, hello sweetheart, I didn't know you were home. Oh, it looks like there's an ant's nest there. Right, anyway, I'm going to tuck that in. It'll be absolutely fine. It'll just settle itself in. There we are. Beautiful. Put another one in there. This is not really much to see because they're just these sort of spindly bits sticking out, but they'll puff up and then it will look so sweet. You've got to use your imagination. It'll look like, if you get down here, like that patch there, all the way along. It'll look lovely. And if it doesn't, I'll just rip it out. We will. To you. To you.
Have you used any of your apples? You use your apples?
Yeah, I do. I haven't done yet. Yeah, the cookers are all coming down. They're looking all right, aren't they? It's looking okay.
Look, and you've got some crab apples.
There we go. That's a really good job done. Looking good. And now, of course, I'm making wreaths out of the whippy bits that came out of where it grew up into the gutter and into the loft. Yep, Christmas is coming. 22 Fridays till Christmas, including today, everybody. By the time you watch this, probably 21. Time to paint the shed. Hello. So, look at this. This is where wasps have chewed off the wood to make their little beautifully constructed nests. Wasps' nests are incredible. So it's time to paint it, but this down here is where the rain splatters it, and it's going to get pretty difficult to get my paintbrush because it's pretty skinny, so I'm just going to have to do the best I can. I've decided to paint it black. I think it'll blend into the corner much better, and then the plants will stand out much more and it will be lovely. The door never shuts properly this time of year, but it's fine. I've got this stuff, Ronseal Garden paint. It's got a 10-year guarantee on it, apparently. I've gone for the colour Blackbird. Can you hear that buzzard getting on my wick? Let's have a look. Oh, it's not as black as I thought it would be. Looks much blacker on there, on that sticker. Maybe it dries blacker. Oh well, this is what I've got. I've opened it now, I'll have to go for it. I'm bored now. Just kidding, I'm actually really enjoying it. I like a monotonous job. One where you can see where you've been. Look at that. It's looking good. Back at the painting today. Got too hot yesterday. Very much need to clean that window. And probably paint the inside brown bits because they sort of stick out like a sore thumb now. Yeah, you can see where I got in a little bit behind the bush. Right, let's crack on with it. Right, the first coat's done on the front. The second coat is done on the side. It's just drying. And a little something to note is I got this out of the bin because I realised I've got a friend with bantams, so she's having it because they have small legs, of course. It's the next day and the shed is done. I've just done the second coat and now I'm looking at this. Hey baby, hey bunny. Oh, I sound like an idiot when I talk to the dogs. So yeah, I'm gonna do the gate now. That is looking very wasp eaten. Isn't it funny? Look how much they take. Weird. Well, that took ages and now I've got to do the other side. the windows now clean and you can see all the junk in there. Those are compost bags that I need to take to the garden centre to recycle. I'm thinking it needs curtains now. Is that too much? Little curtains, you know, like that. Oh, adorable. Or a little cafe curtain, something like that. Thanks for hanging out with me in my garden this week, and I hope that I get to see you again next time. Take care, have a lovely week. Bye for now.